Have you ever felt like the day ends too fast? You wake up, do a few things, and suddenly it's night. You tell yourself, tomorrow I'll do better. But tomorrow feels just like today, rushed, messy, and uncertain. You are not lazy, my friend. You're just living without a clear plan. And when you don't plan your day, life plans it for you. Distractions, emotions, and other people's priorities take control of your time. So today, let's talk about something simple but life-changing. How to plan your day. Because the truth is this: you can change your entire future just by changing how you use your 24 hours. The real power of planning. Planning your day isn't about being busy, it's about being purposeful. There's a huge difference between activity and productivity. You can move all day, work all day, talk all day, and still end the day feeling empty. Why? Because not all movement is progress. Many people confuse motion with direction. They think doing more will make them feel successful. But if what you're doing doesn't align with your purpose, you'll just feel exhausted, not fulfilled. Most people live reactively. They wake up late, rush through the morning, check their phones, answer messages, and let the day pull them wherever it wants. They don't design their days, they survive them. Every hour feels like a reaction to something. A call, a message, a task someone else decided for them. And when night comes, they lie in bed wondering where the time went. It's not that they didn't work hard. They did. But they worked without a plan, and that's why they didn't move forward. My friend, success doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choice. Every great life begins with small, intentional choices. And one of those choices is how you spend your day. Your time is your most valuable resource. You can earn back money, but you can never earn back time. The moment that passes is gone forever. So the question is, are you spending your time or wasting it? Look at the people you admire. Leaders, inventors, creators, athletes. None of them wait for motivation to strike. They create motivation through structure. They don't let their emotions decide how their day will go. They let their plan decide. That plan gives them discipline when they don't feel like working. It gives them clarity when things get confusing. And most importantly, it gives their life a rhythm, a sense of direction that keeps them growing every single day. Planning doesn't make your life rigid. It makes your life meaningful. It gives your time shape, your effort purpose, and your days progress. When you plan, you are saying, my time matters. You are telling life, I'm not just existing, I'm moving forward. That's the real power of planning. It transforms your ordinary days into deliberate steps toward your dream. Why most people don't plan. You might wonder, if planning your day is so powerful, why doesn't everyone do it? The answer is simple, but uncomfortable. Discipline feels hard, but regret feels worse. Most people avoid planning because it forces them to face responsibility. It means they have to take control of their time, their actions, and their choices. And that can be uncomfortable. It's much easier to live on autopilot, to wake up and let the day decide what happens next. But here's the truth. If you don't plan your day, someone else will plan it for you. Many people think planning is boring or unnecessary. They tell themselves, I'll just figure it out as I go. But days don't figure themselves out. They get filled by distractions, by notifications, by other people's demands. Without a plan, your time gets stolen in small, invisible ways. You check your phone for a minute that turns into an hour. You open social media just to take a break, and suddenly, half the morning is gone. You answer every message, every call, every request. And by night, you're drained, wondering where the day went. The painful truth is this: when you don't value your time, the world won't either. People will always have something for you to do, somewhere for you to go, something to react to. And slowly, your dreams get pushed aside. Not because you don't care, but because you didn't plan space for them. Planning isn't just about what you'll do. It's about what you'll protect. It's about saying no to what doesn't matter, so you can say yes to what does. Most people think freedom means doing whatever you want, whenever you want. But real freedom is the power to do what's right, not just what feels easy. Planning doesn't trap your freedom. It protects it. It gives you control over your energy, your focus, and your direction. Without a plan, your mind is scattered, your energy leaks away, and your days blur together. But with a plan, you gain clarity. You move with purpose. You make choices instead of reacting to them. So, my friend, don't be afraid of planning. Be afraid of drifting. Because the person who doesn't plan isn't free. They're just following the noise of the world. And the person who plans, even a little, starts to build a life that feels calm, clear, and powerful. Start with purpose, not with a list. Most people believe planning means writing a long to-do list. A list that looks impressive in the morning and disappointing at night. They fill the page with 10, 15, even 20 things, hoping to feel productive. But by the end of the day, they've finished only 2 or 3. Then frustration sets in. They feel unaccomplished, tired, and guilty. The problem isn't that they didn't try hard enough. The problem is that their plan had no purpose behind it. It was just a list of random activities, not a reflection of what truly matters. Before you write a single task, pause and ask yourself one powerful question. What truly matters to me? This one question changes everything. Maybe what matters to you right now is improving your health. Maybe it's working on your dream project, starting a business, or becoming fluent in English. Whatever it is, let that purpose be the center of your day. Because when you start with purpose, every task suddenly has meaning. You're not just checking boxes. You're building your future, one action at a time. When you plan without purpose, everything feels like pressure. You feel like you have to do things, not because you want to, but because they're written on a list. You feel like you're chasing something invisible, and that's why it drains your energy. But when you plan with purpose, everything changes. You don't just wake up to survive the day. You wake up to create something meaningful. You start feeling emotionally connected to what you do. Each small task feels like a brick that builds the life you want. Purpose turns your list from a burden into a blueprint. It gives your day direction, and direction gives your life meaning. You stop wasting time on unimportant things because now you understand what deserves your focus. Even when the day gets difficult, purpose keeps you moving. It reminds you why you started. It gives you strength when motivation fades. So, my friend, don't just plan your day. Design it around your purpose. Start with what truly matters to you. Let that guide every task, every hour, every choice. Because a day filled with purpose, even if it's simple, is far more powerful than a day filled with empty activity. With purpose, planning no longer feels like pressure. It feels like power. The night before. Your quiet advantage. Most people believe the day begins when the sun rises. But winners know the truth. The day really begins the night before. The quiet moments before sleep hold more power than most people realize. While others scroll through their phones or drift off without intention, successful people are already shaping tomorrow. They take a few calm minutes to think ahead, to decide what truly matters, and to prepare their mind for the next day's battles. That small habit separates those who drift from those who drive their lives forward. Every night, before you sleep, give yourself 10 peaceful minutes. Sit in silence, away from screens, away from noise, and ask yourself, what are the 3 most important things I must do tomorrow? Not 10, not 20, just 3. 3 clear goals are enough to give your day direction and purpose. When you choose too many tasks, your focus breaks apart. But when you choose a few meaningful goals, your mind locks onto them like a compass pointing north. Write them down. On paper, not just in your head. There's something powerful about seeing your priorities in front of you. It turns vague intentions into visible commitments. Those few words on a page become your silent promise to yourself that tomorrow will not be wasted. And once you've written them, stop. Don't overthink. Let your brain do its quiet work. Here's the hidden magic. When you plan your day the night before, your subconscious mind begins preparing while you sleep. Your brain starts connecting ideas, finding solutions, and building motivation beneath the surface. That's why when morning comes, you wake up not with confusion but with clarity. You already know what to do. You don't waste energy deciding. You simply begin. Without this habit, mornings often feel rushed and foggy. You wake up, grab your phone, scroll through distractions, and suddenly the first hour of your day is gone. But when you've already planned, you rise with purpose. You move calmly, confidently, and ahead of the world. Remember this truth, my friend. Success doesn't begin at sunrise. It begins in silence. It begins when you close your eyes at night, knowing exactly who you'll be tomorrow. That's your quiet advantage. And if you use it daily, it will quietly change your life. The morning. Protect your first hour. The first hour of your day is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It's the most powerful time you have. A sacred window where your mind is clear, your energy is fresh, and your attitude is still being shaped. If you start it with distraction, the rest of the day falls apart like a house built on sand. But if you start it with focus and intention, the day follows your lead. You set the tone, you set the rhythm, and life begins to move in the direction you choose. Most people waste their first hour without realizing it. They wake up and immediately grab their phone. Within minutes, they are flooded with messages, notifications, and other people's opinions. Before they've even stood up, their mind is already reacting. They start their day in response to the world instead of in control of it. And that one simple mistake, checking the phone before checking in with yourself, steals your focus for the entire day. So, my friend, make a promise to yourself. Protect your first hour. Don't let the outside world enter your mind before you've centered your thoughts. Use that first hour to build yourself, not to scroll aimlessly. Move your body. Stretch Walk, breathe deeply, or do a quick workout. Physical movement awakens your energy and clears your thoughts. Then feed your mind something positive. Read a few pages of an inspiring book, listen to an uplifting podcast, or spend a few minutes in gratitude. These small acts prepare your mind for clarity and action. Once your body and mind are awake, look at your plan. Those 3 important things you wrote the night before. Decide which one to start with. Decide how long you'll give to it. Create structure and simplicity. You don't need to do everything at once. You just need to start. Focus on one thing until it's done, then move to the next. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's progress. You don't need to win the whole day in 1 hour. You just need to start the day right. Even small victories in the morning create powerful momentum. When you protect your first hour, you're not just controlling your morning. You're controlling your life. Because how you begin your day shapes how you live it. Break your day into blocks. Every day gives you 24 hours, but not all hours are created equal. Some parts of the day feel sharp and energetic, while others feel slow and distracted. This natural rhythm happens to everyone. Your mind and body move through waves of focus and fatigue. The secret to planning your day effectively is not to fight these waves, but to work with them. When you learn to use your energy wisely instead of forcing yourself to be productive all the time, you start working smarter, not harder. Think of your day as a series of blocks. Each block has a purpose. When you divide your time like this, you stop living in chaos and start living with rhythm. For example, use your morning block for deep, focused work. The kind that requires full attention and creativity. This is the time when your mind is fresh and alert, so protect it carefully. Don't waste it on checking messages or doing small, meaningless tasks. Instead, do the work that moves your life forward. Studying, writing, planning, or building something important. Then, use your afternoon for lighter tasks. This is when your energy usually drops and your mind is less focused. It's the perfect time for meetings, messages, or routine work. These tasks may not require deep concentration, but they still keep the day productive. By saving them for the afternoon, you make better use of your natural rhythm instead of fighting against it. Finally, use your evening for reflection and preparation. This is your time to slow down, to review what you accomplished, and to plan for tomorrow. When you close the day with clarity, you sleep with peace, and you wake up ready. When you start blocking your day like this, everything changes. You stop multitasking, and your stress begins to fade. You no longer jump between 10 things at once because you already know when each thing will get done. You start doing one thing at a time, and you do it well. Multitasking might look impressive, but it quietly destroys your focus. Time blocking, on the other hand, gives you control and calmness. It turns your busy schedule into a balanced one. You no longer feel lost or rushed because you always know what to do next. That's the real beauty of planning your day in blocks. It brings both productivity and peace. Remove what doesn't matter. A great plan is not only about adding tasks or building long to-do lists. It's just as much about what you choose to remove. Many people fill their days with endless activities, believing that being busy equals being productive. But in reality, being busy without purpose only drains your energy and clouds your focus. Every day, take a moment to ask yourself a powerful question. What can I stop doing? This simple reflection can transform the way you approach your life. Sometimes what needs to be removed is obvious, like spending hours scrolling through social media or watching content that leaves you drained instead of inspired. Other times, it's less obvious, like overcommitting to social events, allowing negative people to occupy your mental space, or saying yes to tasks that don't align with your long-term goals. Each of these small distractions may feel harmless on its own, but they accumulate, quietly stealing your energy and attention. Your focus is a limited resource, my friend. If you scatter it across things that don't matter, you will have nothing left for what truly does. Removing what doesn't matter is not about laziness or avoidance. It's about creating space for growth. When you let go of the unnecessary, you give yourself room to focus on what moves your life forward. Saying no becomes a tool, not a rejection of life, but a commitment to your future. Every time you decline a distraction, you are protecting your time, your energy, and your purpose. Each no is an investment in your dreams, a quiet but powerful step toward building a meaningful life. It takes courage to remove things from your schedule. Society often tells us to say yes, to do more, to keep busy. But true strength lies in discernment, in understanding that your life is valuable and your time deserves protection. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes. You start seeing clearly which activities are essential, which relationships are supportive, and which habits truly serve your growth. My friend, the path to success is paved not only with action but with intentional removal. The things you eliminate from your day define what you make space for. Every distraction you let go of is a silent yes to your goals, your dreams, and your peace of mind. By removing what doesn't matter, you reclaim control over your life and give yourself the freedom to focus on what truly matters: your purpose, your growth, and the future you are building. Plan, but stay flexible. Planning your day is powerful, but it doesn't mean everything will go perfectly. Life is unpredictable, and trying to control every detail will only create frustration. Sometimes tasks take longer than expected. Sometimes unexpected challenges appear. Maybe a call runs over, someone interrupts you, or a personal issue demands your attention. These moments are not failures. They are part of life. The key is to understand that your plan is not a cage. It's a compass. It is there to guide you, not trap you. Its purpose is to provide direction, not perfection. When you plan, you create structure, but you must also create room for adjustment. Flexibility is the secret that separates consistent achievers from those who give up when the unexpected happens. If something changes, you don't abandon your plan entirely. You adjust. You shift your tasks, rearrange priorities, and continue moving forward. Life will always test your patience and flexibility, but your response defines your progress. Strong people don't panic when their plan breaks. They accept reality, adapt quickly, and refocus on what matters most. Staying flexible also means letting go of the need for perfection. Many people fail to follow their plans because they feel every step must be flawless. They hesitate, procrastinate, or feel defeated when things don't go exactly as intended. But progress is not about perfection. It's about consistency and direction. Moving forward, even imperfectly, is far better than standing still waiting for the perfect moment. Each adjustment you make is a step toward growth, and each step matters more than speed. Flexibility in planning also teaches patience and resilience. Life is full of unexpected events, and the ability to bend without breaking is a skill that will serve you for decades. When you stay adaptable, stress diminishes, creativity increases, and solutions appear faster. You begin to see challenges not as obstacles but as opportunities to improve your strategy. My friend, the true value of planning lies not in rigid schedules, but in guided movement. A plan gives you direction, but your flexibility determines your results. Stay committed to your goals, but be willing to pivot when necessary. Adaptation does not weaken you. It strengthens you. Direction, clarity, and persistence will always outweigh the illusion of perfect control. Remember, life rewards those who plan wisely and move with the flow of change, turning obstacles into stepping stones on the path to success. Use the one big thing rule. Every day offers countless tasks, demands, and distractions. Emails flood in, messages ping, errands pile up, and a long to-do list can make your head spin. It's easy to feel busy all day and yet look back at night wondering if anything meaningful was accomplished. That's why successful people use the one big thing rule. Each day, there is one task that matters more than all the others. If you complete it, your day is a success, even if nothing else gets done. This is the task that moves your life forward, that pushes you closer to your goals, and that brings true progress. Finding that one thing requires focus and clarity. Ask yourself, if I only do one thing today, which task will matter most tomorrow, next week, or next year? It might be writing a chapter of your book, completing a workout that strengthens your body, making an important call that could change your career, or studying for an hour to develop a skill that shapes your future. Whatever it is, identify it clearly and treat it as sacred. Protect this task from distractions. Guard your time and energy fiercely. The beauty of the one big thing rule is that it keeps you from being busy but empty. Many people spend their day jumping from small task to small task, feeling productive. But at the end of the day, they have nothing significant to show. By focusing on the single most important task, you ensure that even if the rest of the day doesn't go as planned, you've accomplished something meaningful. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. You don't need to do everything, my friend. You just need to do the right thing. And when you do, you start building progress. Not through random busyness, but through deliberate action. One focused step leads to another. One big task completed gives momentum for the next. Over time, this becomes a habit of achievement. So every morning, ask yourself, what is my one big thing today? Then commit to it fully. Treat it as non-negotiable. Don't let distractions or small urgencies steal your attention. Focus on this one thing, and you'll find that even ordinary days can create extraordinary results. Remember, real success is built not by doing everything, but by consistently doing what matters most. One focused action at a time will transform your life. Reflect every evening. At the end of each day, take just 5 quiet minutes to reflect. This small habit might seem simple, but it has the power to transform your life. Most people rush to bed, scrolling through their phones or thinking about tomorrow, without ever pausing to review the day they just lived. But reflection is what turns experience into wisdom. It allows you to see clearly what worked, what didn't, and how you can improve. Without reflection, days pass quickly, but lessons slip away unnoticed. Time moves forward, but growth remains stalled. During your reflection, ask yourself a few important questions. What did I do well today? Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Recognizing achievements reinforces positive behavior and motivates you to continue. Then ask, what distracted me? Awareness is the first step toward improvement. Understanding what pulled your focus helps you plan better for tomorrow and prevent repeated mistakes. Finally, ask, what will I do differently tomorrow? This question turns reflection into action. It transforms hindsight into foresight, helping you shape the next day intentionally instead of letting it unfold randomly. You don't need to be perfect, my friend. Reflection isn't about judging yourself or feeling guilty for what didn't get done. It's about learning, improving, and growing. Even small adjustments matter. Improvement is not a giant leap. It is the sum of tiny, consistent changes over time. For example, getting just 1% better every day might feel insignificant in the moment, but over a year, it compounds to become 37 times better. That's the incredible power of daily reflection. Small, deliberate progress accumulates quietly, shaping a life of achievement, purpose, and fulfillment. Reflection also gives you peace. It allows you to close the day intentionally, acknowledging what went well and letting go of what didn't. It prevents regret from building and teaches gratitude for progress made. Over time, this habit strengthens your mind, sharpens your focus, and increases your self-awareness. You begin to notice patterns in your behavior, discover what energizes you, and identify what slows you down. My friend, the secret of the most successful people isn't just hard work. It's intentional review and reflection. Every evening, pause and ask the right questions. Turn the events of your day into lessons. Celebrate, learn, and adjust. By reflecting daily, you harness the true power of planning. Not just organizing your time, but compounding small improvements into greatness. This is how ordinary days quietly create extraordinary lives. Protect your energy like gold. Planning your day isn't just about managing hours or checking off tasks. It's about managing your energy. Time alone is meaningless if your mind and body are drained. You could have a perfectly organized schedule, but if your energy is low, progress will be slow, focus will be weak, and motivation will disappear. Energy is the fuel for action, creativity, and consistent effort. Without it, even the best plans fail. That's why protecting and nurturing your energy must be part of your daily planning. Start by recognizing that rest is not optional. It's essential. Take regular breaks during your day. Stand up, stretch, walk, or just breathe deeply for a few minutes. These small pauses recharge your mind and prevent burnout. Sleep is another pillar of energy. A deep, restorative sleep doesn't just refresh your body. It strengthens your memory, improves focus, and boosts emotional resilience. Treat sleep as a priority, not a luxury, because no plan can succeed on exhaustion. Food also fuels your energy. Eat nourishing meals that give your body what it needs to perform at its best. Avoid relying on sugar, caffeine, or quick fixes that provide temporary energy, but leave you crashing later. Movement is equally important. Regular exercise awakens your body, sharpens your mind, and increases stamina. Even short walks or light stretches can make a big difference in how much energy you have to tackle your most important tasks. Planning your day should also include planned recovery. Don't just plan what you will do. Plan how you will restore your strength. Balance is not laziness. It is a strategic investment in long-term success. People who push themselves without pause may feel productive in the moment, but over time, their energy collapses and progress stalls. Protecting your energy ensures that you can consistently perform at your best, day after day. Think of your energy like gold, precious, limited, and powerful. Every choice you make either preserves it or drains it. Guard it fiercely. Align your tasks with your peak energy periods. Give yourself permission to rest without guilt. Eat, move, and sleep with intention. When you treat your energy as sacred, you multiply the effectiveness of your time. Your plans become achievable, your focus sharp, and your results stronger. My friend, success is not just about doing more. It's about doing what matters with full energy and presence. Protect your energy like gold, and you will discover that your life, your work, and your dreams all flourish with ease and consistency. Stay consistent, not perfect. You won't plan perfectly every day, and that's completely normal. Some days will flow effortlessly, with tasks completed on time and energy high. Other days will feel messy, chaotic, and hard. Life doesn't always cooperate, and neither will your mood or energy. But my friend, that's okay. Planning is not about being flawless. It's about awareness and direction. It's about having a framework that guides you even when things don't go as expected. Every plan you make is a tool for growth, not a measure of perfection. When you practice planning consistently, you learn to notice distractions faster. You recognize when your focus drifts and when your energy dips. These moments are not failures. They are opportunities to course correct. The small act of observing yourself and adjusting your actions creates real progress. Each day, even if imperfect, contributes to building habits, skills, and self-discipline. That is the true purpose of planning: to create a cycle of awareness, reflection, and improvement. Consistency beats perfection every time. A plan that is executed 70% of the time will produce far more results than a perfect plan that is rarely followed. Some days you may miss a task, run late, or feel overwhelmed. That does not erase the work you've done or the progress you've made. It simply teaches you how to plan better tomorrow. With each attempt, your planning skills grow. With each day of reflection, your execution improves. It is a beautiful, continuous cycle of learning, refining, and mastering yourself. Remember, success is not built in one extraordinary day. It is created in many ordinary days done well. Each small, consistent step compounds over time into remarkable results. The people you admire didn't achieve greatness in a single day. They built it slowly, patiently, and steadily, day after day. The same is true for you. By staying consistent with your planning, even imperfectly, you develop resilience, clarity, and a sense of control over your life. So, my friend, release the pressure to be perfect. Focus instead on being consistent. Follow your plan as best you can, learn from your mistakes, and adjust. Celebrate the progress you make, even if it's small. Over time, these ordinary, consistent efforts will transform your days into achievements, your weeks into milestones, and your life into something extraordinary. Consistency is the real secret to success, not perfection. Every day is a brick. Imagine your dream life as a beautiful, strong house. Every brick matters. Every small choice you make, every action you take, is like placing a brick in that house. If you place the bricks carelessly, without thought or direction, the structure will be unstable. It may stand for a while, but eventually, it will crumble. But if you place each brick with focus, care, and intention day by day, your dream life becomes real. Your future is not built in a single day or a single grand achievement. It is built one brick at a time. Your day is that important. Every morning offers a new opportunity to lay another brick with precision and purpose. Even small actions matter because they accumulate. Writing a paragraph, completing a workout, making a call, or simply dedicating time to learn something new. These are the bricks of your success. Many people underestimate the value of small, consistent actions. They wait for grand inspiration or a perfect moment to start building their dreams. But the truth is, the perfect moment doesn't exist. The perfect moment is now. The moment you decide to take your day seriously. The way you spend each day determines the strength and shape of your house. If you waste time, get distracted, or drift through the day without intention, you place weak, crooked bricks. Over time, these careless bricks create cracks in your foundation. But if you plan with purpose, focus on what matters, and protect your energy, you place strong, well-aligned bricks. Day after day, week after week, these bricks build something solid, something lasting. Your dream life. Don't wait for luck, motivation, or a sudden opportunity to start laying bricks. The foundation of success is consistency. Ordinary days done intentionally create extraordinary results. Each brick may seem small in isolation, but in time, it forms walls, rooms, and eventually, a house that stands firm against challenges. So, my friend, treat every day like a chance to lay a brick carefully. Approach each morning with focus, clarity, and purpose. Protect your energy, prioritize your goals, and do meaningful work. Small actions done consistently are far more powerful than sporadic bursts of effort. Remember, your dream life isn't built overnight. It is built brick by brick, day by day, starting with the choice to make today count. The hidden gift of planning. Here's a truth that few people truly understand. Planning is not just about achieving goals. Many think of planning as a tool to organize tasks, check off items on a to-do list, or manage time more efficiently. While all of that is true, the real power of planning goes much deeper. Planning is a way to discover yourself. It is a mirror that reflects your priorities, values, and energy. It helps you understand what truly matters and what doesn't, and in doing so, it shapes not only your day, but your life. When you plan, you start to notice patterns in your behavior. You discover which activities give you energy and which drain it. You see what habits support your growth and which ones hold you back. Over time, this self-awareness grows, guiding you to align your daily actions with your deeper purpose. Planning teaches you discipline, yes, but it also teaches you freedom. Freedom that comes from clarity, direction, and intentionality. The beauty of planning is that it turns what many see as a chore into a gift. It's not a punishment, forcing you to follow strict rules or rigid schedules. It's a tool for empowerment. When you take a few moments each day to think ahead, prioritize, and set meaningful intentions, you gain clarity. You know what matters most. You can see the path forward. This clarity reduces stress because you're no longer reacting to life, you're designing it. Planning also gives you peace. Knowing that you have a roadmap allows you to move confidently, even when challenges arise. You're no longer overwhelmed by the chaos of life because you've prepared yourself to navigate it with purpose. Most importantly, planning gives you power. Power over your time, your energy, and your choices. When you plan, you stop being a passenger in your own life, letting circumstances, distractions, or other people decide your direction. You become the driver. You control where your day goes, how your energy is used, and what results you create. Each day becomes intentional, each action aligned, and each step forward a conscious choice. My friend, the hidden gift of planning is not just in what you accomplish. It's in who you become. With every plan, you learn more about yourself, strengthen your habits, and gain the ability to shape your life. Planning transforms ordinary days into meaningful progress, and ordinary people into the drivers of their destiny. Final words. The day you take control. My friend, remember this. A well-planned day is the foundation of a well-lived life. You don't need to transform your entire world overnight. You don't need to accomplish everything at once. All you need to do is take control of your next 24 hours. Each morning presents a simple yet powerful choice. You can let the day control you, or you can control the day. Most people drift. They wait for motivation to appear, for luck to come their way, or for the perfect moment to start. But life rarely waits, and those who drift often end the day feeling tired, distracted, and unfulfilled. Achievers, on the other hand, choose differently. They plan, they prepare, they execute, they rise with intention, not by chance. That is why their lives appear structured, meaningful, and purposeful, because they design them that way. On your journey, my friend, remember that planning isn't just about productivity. It's about creating a life that reflects your values and priorities. On English Achieve, we often talk about building small habits that compound into big results. Planning your day is one of those habits. Each choice, each focused action, each moment of clarity adds a brick to the house of your life. So starting today, don't just wake up. Rise with purpose. Treat your day as sacred. Plan it with care. Protect your energy. Focus on what truly matters. Your habits create your days. Your days shape your weeks, and your weeks eventually build the life you dream of. Your life is not random. It is the masterpiece you are crafting, one intentional decision at a time. You have 24 hours, my friend. Use them wisely. Because when you plan your day, you don't just organize time. You plan your destiny. The power is in your hands.